Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Laura with Connecting the Dots, Truth Bombs. This is where I come in for 5 minutes and just lay some information out there to the community, the world, and just leave you to think about, wow, I wonder if that has anything to do with me. I wonder if that has anything to do with my child. So today what we're going to talk about is how the little muscles, the muscles closest to the spine, closest to every bone in our body, are absolutely essential in helping children go towards the appropriate motor development. It is absolutely imperative that your child goes through those typical developmental milestones and acquire the skill timely. Now, according to an organization that decided to change all of that, it made it much later, and that is not right. We don't just change human development. So if you want a more accurate picture of when your child should be doing what, we have 2 resources for you, and both of them are free. Over on the website, connectmybrain.com, are Dr. Laura's Guide to Developmental Milestones. Download it and begin to look at it. Now, it's a 5-page document, so I can't have every little thing on there. But the big picture idea of childhood development is represented beautifully in this document. And if you have any questions, just simply reach out. We also have a free app called Connect My Brain. Everything about us is called Connect My Brain. On that app, it shows you pictures and you have other links, what your child should be doing when. And it is very important that you keep a record of when your child does things. Oftentimes, when people fill out an assessment form, they just have a tendency to check every box. And providers are really looking for those very interesting little pieces of information that are going to help them understand, where did development get interfered with? And everybody is talking about it now. You know, sometimes about, 10, 15 years ago, I used to feel like it was just me talking about it. But everybody is talking about primitive reflexes. We're beginning to understand globally that there is so much wiring that goes on before your child is even 5 years old. And we have to look at what happens during those open windows of development and where something either went the best way or not the right way. And that's how we begin to put a program together that's truly going to help you get that child unstuck. Now, these same things can happen to adults. So don't just limit it to a child. If you have any kind of trauma or an incredible emotional event, you can go back in this direction, because this is the rudimentary training of all learning. But with those small muscles, they are actually beginning to develop in the womb of mama at around 6 weeks of life. And that's how we know that these reflexes are not only in the brainstem, but they're also along the spine of the human person. So these very early reflexes are instrumental in bringing in those very small muscles that are going to allow your child to respond appropriately to movement. It is imperative that babies are born without any interference whatsoever. Now, I know sometimes things happen, and don't feel guilty, but that is the gold standard, is no interference. That baby needs to be interacted with. That baby needs to be in tummy time comfortably. When moms come to me and say, my baby doesn't like to do this. Okay, hear this well. Your little baby doesn't know whether they like it or not. It's reflexive. It's really signposts that show us on the outside that your baby is going in the right direction. So thanks for tuning in. Always enjoy talking to the community, our world.